Today I'm going to show you a counterintuitive approach to painting and learning that helped me get from paintings like this to paintings like this. We've heard it said that it takes 10,000 hours to master something. There's that idea that if you're showing up for this amount of time, then you will see this type of progress. One thing that we're missing is what is the quality of your painting time? And if you can get that right, you will see great growth in your painting. There are ways that you can set things up in your favor to access the full range of skills that you have or are developing as a painter. These are things like your environment, your prep work, and what mental state are you in when you are ready to show up at your easel and to paint. We can leave all these things to happenstance, or we can have a very deliberate plan around our painting time and our practice time. I understand not everybody has a studio. If you do have a space or control over the environment that you are in when you are painting, get that environment how you want it to be. What fosters creativity in you? What gets you excited to paint? For me, it's music and it's the lighting of the room. A lot of creative people are also very sensitive to their environment. Check in with yourself. If environment is important to you, make things as inviting as you can to set the stage for your painting time. My week looks like this. Monday's a painting day, Wednesday's a painting day, and Friday is a painting day. I could say I want to complete a painting 5 days a week. But what I'm choosing to say is I want to have 3 times a week where I show up and I want to complete an entire painting. What I'm doing on those other days is I'm doing prep and study days, studying art that inspires me, thinking about subjects that I want to paint, planning out my next painting for the next day, doing things like sketches and value studies. So many people, they are only practicing all of these very important things when they are showing up to do a painting. That's where all of this comes together. Do less finished, complete paintings and do more studying. Practice your sketching, learn about perspective. These are the skills that will help you take big leaps forward in your work. Imagine that you are a musician that is showing up to your performance and you don't do any practice or prep. You just show up cold and perform. We know that's not what professional athletes do to prepare for game day. Painting is the same way. We need to give ourselves the mental space to focus on the things that will move the needle most in your painting. If you're waiting to learn how to paint skies and you just keep painting landscape scenes over and over and over without practicing painting skies, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to continue to make the same mistakes. There's some tricks that come into play here. One, when we finish a painting, guess what you get? Positive attention. You get your painting out on Instagram, you get likes and comments from people, and that's fantastic. But imagine this scenario. I want you to dream with me for a minute on where your art could be if you take on this qualitative approach to your painting. Prior to coming to your easel, you have picked your subject, you have done a sketch, you have done a value study, you know ahead of time what colors you're going to use and how they mix together on the paper. You know what brushes you're going to use. You have cleared your schedule and taken away distractions for your painting window, whether it be an hour a week, 2 hours every evening. You're working on the problem areas that you want to improve in. Imagine the progress you could make over this next year with this holistic, intentional approach to painting. Paint less finished paintings. Do more prep work, do more practice. If you can take this holistic, intentional approach to your painting, you are going to grow in amazing ways that you hadn't even dreamed possible for yourself. Next week, I'm going to get into a very important practice on painting trees. And if you're looking for a way to improve right away, I have a great resource for you. Take a look at this. Have you ever been really excited about a painting and you get all set up, you find that right reference that you're excited about, and then it's time to go and you feel lost? Some of your paintings turn out, some of your paintings don't turn out, and you're not really sure why. Well, I have a free resource that I want to give to you today that can help with these problems. My 5 steps to plan a successful watercolor painting. I walk you through the crucial planning phase of your painting that will help you understand what you're going to paint first, second, and third. The planning is really so important, especially in watercolor. This medium is harder to correct. It's so immediate. So having that plan is very important. I send you a PDF that you can download. And the great thing about this is you can have it on your phone, you could print it out, and you can take a look at these crucial planning steps. You can download this right now before you start your next painting. All you have to do is follow this link here and download my 5-step guide to planning a successful watercolor painting.